hello there. It's just gone 7 o'clock. Yeah, we really ought to be a bit more professional and kick off at the time we're supposed to. But hey, we're here. It's Friday night. It is the 6th of March already. It was only Christmas last week. Episode 309, ProSynth Network Live, coming to you from this week all around the United Kingdom. And it's a full 12 points from us. We'll be talking about something quite obvious a little bit later on, so stick around for that one. It's going to be a lot of fun. But yeah, welcome to the show. I hope you've had a good week and that it's been busy and fulfilling and rewarding, or if it hasn't, then I hope that it gets better soon. We've got an interesting show. We've got some news things to talk about. We've got some big announcements to make. We'll tell you about those in a little while. We've got a music video to share with you from one of our viewers. We'll talk about that as well a little later. And so there is a little bit of news. There's some speculation. There's some concrete stuff that's out there. And yeah, we'll get through the next 2 hours, I'm sure, with some testiculation of the synthesizer and music technology variety. If you are one of our many new subscribers that seem to be coming into us day by day by day, which is really nice to see, then welcome to the show. And I hope you are enjoying it and that you stick around and you keep that subscribe button pushed. That would be excellent. If you haven't subscribed, then please do. If you're watching the show and you're enjoying it and you want to see it more often, or maybe you don't, just subscribe anyway. You don't have to come and watch us. You're not obliged. You can turn those notifications off. But the subscriptions help, and it does seem to be pushing it out there more and more and more. And we're really happy about that. So welcome to everyone, even if you aren't a subscriber or you're a long-time viewer. Hello, everyone in the chat, and we'll talk to you in just a moment. Before we do, let's just mention already that if you want to, we'd love you to subscribe. We'd love you to hit the like button. That would be fantastic, especially during the live event. Apparently that helps with numbers and the algorithm. If you want to comment during the show, of course, the chat is open on YouTube and Facebook and Twitch. Are the three platforms where we transmit of live. So you can leave your comments there. We see them all. We can bring them in as we see fit. And of course, if you know somebody who would like to see this show, you think they might be interested, then do please share the link around and tell your friends, tell your family, and bring them in and enjoy the fun as well. We are, as we always say, we are community-based, community-funded. We are by the people, for the people, and therefore we do rely on your generosity to help pay the bills and keep the lights on. And there are a number of ways you can do that, that you actually get something in return. For example, you can subscribe to our Patreon page. There you go. There's the address there, prosynthnetwork.com/Patreon. If you go over there and sign up for it, I think it's a minimum $2 a month. You get a whole bunch of free stuff. That could be free presets for your hardware or your software synthesizers. It could be free decent sampler instruments that have been provided to us by members of our community that are lots and lots of fun. It could be exclusive video content or ad-free video content. There'll be stuff going up soon, extra stuff going up there. You get all of that simply by subscribing to our Patreon page for a paltry $2 a month, which I think works out about £1.70 something if you're in the UK, and probably about the same, around €2 or something like that. But it is all presented to you in your native currency. So please do join us there and help support us. That's fantastic. The other thing you can do is you can also join the channel as a YouTube channel member. You get all the same goodies. You get the free stuff and the exclusive stuff. And it's the same price, minimum $2 a month. And you get exactly the same. So whichever one you fancy, if you prefer one over the other, doesn't really matter. Patreon, I think, works out better for us because they take less of a cut than YouTube do. But we don't mind. Every penny really does help. Another way you can help support the channel is to grab some merchandise. ProSynthNetwork.com/merch. We've got all sorts of things there, from items of clothing to kitchen utensils and summer wear, winter wear. Yeah, all sorts of stuff. Lovely stuff, all with the ProSynth Network logo on, so you can look cool in your house, out of your house, and of course you get the warm fuzzy feeling of helping support the channel because we're able to take a few pennies from each sale on that particular platform. So thank you very much if you've bought some of our stuff. You will always get a personal message and a personal thank you from me. I try to do that for everyone that's bought stuff from the store. If you don't want it, just tell me. Keith in Watford actually bought some stuff a little while back, and he said, please don't send me another message. So I didn't. Which I didn't take offence. It was okay. I love you, Keith. I know you love me too. So there you go, merchandise. If you want to join our Discord channel, it's there, ProSynthNetwork.com/Discord, where you can Discord and discourse with other members of the community in there. It's an interesting place to join. And of course, you can also come and join us over on our social media channels. Where we're here, say, on Facebook, YouTube, Blue Sky, Twitch, Instagram, Threads, and TikTok with the same handle at ProSynth Network, all across those there. I've got one more thing to say. If you have a question during the show, please stick a big capital Q in front of it, and that way we see it. Put a question mark at the end as well, because that also helps the system automatically put it into the question pile. But we'll put it in there, and then we'll bring those out at a suitable time. And I apologise if we don't get around to everyone's questions during the show, but we do try our very, very best. So that is all of the stuff that we've got for you. I want to do that. I don't turn that back on. Right, let's crack on with the show. We've got some new things to talk about. There's been some new stuff released. There's been some leaks that we might talk about. And there's some interesting things in software and hardware. Of course, there's the release today of Look Mum, No Computers Eurovision track, which has got all of this community very excited. And we'll talk about that and who likes it, who doesn't like it, where we think it might end up in the competition on May 17th. So we'll talk about that, and if you have an opinion, we'd love to hear it in the chat. And we've got just some other bits and bobs. We've also got these special announcements about something that we're doing, and we're very excited about this. So we'll save that a little bit later, just to keep you dangling on the edge of your seats or your sofa, or wherever you might be watching us from. If you're kissing the machine, you're probably not. That sounds wrong, doesn't it? If you're kissing the machine, if you are the individual known as kissing the machine, aka Sean, he's usually watching us on a train home to Norwich from London, and he'll always send me a message saying, "I'm waving, I'm going past you," because that line just goes down the back of over there somewhere. So you might be watching. Tell us where you're watching from. If it's interesting, tell us. We'd like to know. Anyway, let's bring in the crowd of people that we assemble every week. We've got a slight change this week. It's always nice to change the faces. And this one has got a new camera angle, and everything is working. He even looks quite lit as well. Look at that, Mr. Kent Spong.
Good Lord, look at this.
Look at this. You're clear, and wow.
Yeah, the carpet is no longer infested.
Nice.
Although she is back, she's asleep down here, bless her.
Oh, yeah, she's got to start again.
Yeah, it'll start again. So, yeah, everything's working.
Is the Hydrosynth still working?
Beautifully.
Good.
Beautifully.
It wasn't yesterday.
No, it wasn't, was it?
No.
There's been a bit of a rearrangement over here, and I've actually brought out a modular.
What?
Yeah, I brought out my AE modular. Wow. To go with, I don't know. Can you go over there, camera?
Yeah, it's going. You have to go with it.
No.
Oh, you're gonna. Oh God.
I'm gonna make it go over there.
It's gonna go wrong.
Uh-oh. So we got me rack thing turned up for my
thing.
Yeah, from on eBay that does the
the stand to put your
the stand for the thingy
beat step on. Yeah,
and then you can't really see it, but just next to it is the AE modular.
Okay.
With the Keystep Pro in front of it.
Is that the kind of the micro modular thing?
Yeah. So, and it's a pretty girl, as they say.
As if modular wasn't fiddly enough, they only reduced.
They made it a lot more fiddly. So so basically everything's working, probably for the first time ever. I don't know, but no, I think Nelly is not allowed in here apparently. Siri is very protective of the studio.
Okay.
She's become studio dog. She won't let the others in.
So I did it, Dad. I did it.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I'm keeping the carpet clean. Thank you,
sir. I've seen a lot of you this week, but still.
I think everybody has. They must be sick of the sight of me by now.
Indeed.
To be honest.
Right, let's move along. I'm just going to do this from right to left. Here he is, Mr.
Hello.
Synth Southwest Organiser Man. It's Peter James Stephen. Welcome.
How are we doing all?
Yeah, not too bad. Yourself?
Yeah, been a busy week.
Yes, it's been a
Sorting
very
things out.
interesting week, but ups and downs. But
Very much
talk about
down
that.
and
Yeah.
quite a few ups.
Yes, absolutely. We'll talk about that later. Are you in Dawlish at the moment? 'Cause know
I
you have
am
a
at the
place down
moment.
there.
Yes, no,
Lovely.
I'm in Dawlish at the moment, just sorting a few things out. I've got my rig down here got my hydrosynth ready, which I've been practicing my chops on for the
Nice,
show.
of course, because you're opening the live event.
Yeah, that's exactly right. So so down here at the moment.
Good stuff. And of course, you're wearing the merchandise. Of
Of course.
that will be available. Well, some of it will be available at the show, and then, of course, after the show, people can go and buy that from our merch store, as well. But we've got special exclusive stuff for the show, so if you want to come and get it,
You've got to come and get it.
you've got to come and get it. Absolutely, and we're going to give them more reason to come and get it a little bit later on.
We are, yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun one. Anyway, good to see you. I see and speak to you almost every day anyway, because we're getting close. It's
we are 2 weeks to go.
2 weeks. This time,
Scary.
2 weeks, we will
Jesus.
be we'll be in the hall doing the show live from the event on the eve of the show. So that could go one way or another. We haven't got a contingency in place, so yeah, it'll be fun. It'll be fun. But anyway, good to see you as always, and stop drinking the beer because you're just making me jealous.
Sorry about that.
Moving on to the left of my screen, anyways, Mr. Andrew Longhurst. Good evening.
Good evening. I've got water.
Yeah,
Beer.
squash.
Oh, you little bugger. Yeah.
Anyway.
So 2 weeks. Where's the time gone? 2 weeks. It seems
we're in
like we were
March,
talking about this almost a year ago, and now it's here, and it's. I suppose I better get something organised for it, hadn't I?
Getting scary, for sure. But you well otherwise?
Yeah, good. It's been a weird week. You know, it's one of those weeks where we're just sort of sorting out pensions and things for Liz, and just as we're about to crystallise things, the war happens, so the markets tank, and we've gone, hang on, whoa, let's not do it just yet. So it's that terrible, do we wait or don't we time. So I'm sure there's lots of other people in the same position at the moment.
Indeed.
Yeah, weird times.
I went and filled my car up with fuel at the beginning of this week, just in case. Because I've got a lot of travelling to do in the next few weeks. Anyway, good to see you, as always. And last but by no means first, it's Mr. Scott McAuley. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, very well, thank you. Very well indeed.
Yeah, speaking of oil prices and fuel prices, our fuel price, we got our tank, because we're oil heating here, and we got our tank, well, more or less filled up, just thankfully at the end of January, sort of early February, and we were 62 pence a litre. It is now sitting at £1.22.
Oh,
Bloody hell.
Yeah.
10 years. No, I lie. I did more than that. I did 17 years on heating oil. And for a large part of it, it was absolutely great. It was much cheaper than gas or electric.
Yeah.
And then, the world changed and wars break out and those prices go through the roof. And we, as you well know, we didn't get any kind of help and assistance during COVID as the gas and electric people did for a long while. And then they gave us, I think it was a token couple of £100, which paid for about 5 minutes of heat. Those prices. It's horrible. But like you, we lived in the middle of nowhere, and there's no gas main, so you either go completely electric or you have heating oil, and it's really not pretty. But I feel
it's good. It's good at times, and then all of a sudden, like things like this happen, and it's just wow. So generally, we try our best to keep an eye on the prices, and when they're at a decent price, is just get the thing filled up and try to keep it topped up. It's all you can do, really. Best you can do.
Is it because of the war, or is it companies going, "Oh, here's a good excuse to put the price up"?
Yeah, but this is the thing. It's like as soon as the war starts, the price goes up. But yet, when the war stops, they're like, "Oh well, we've got all this stuff that we've paid high dollar for in reserve." Well, hang on a minute. You've got all the cheap stuff in reserve. Also, so why is it all of a sudden just changed overnight?
Certainly here in the UK. I mean, obviously it's going to be different everywhere in the world, but here in the UK we have a energy price cap, which is supposed to keep. Put it away. It's supposed to keep the prices manageable based on rates of inflation and the cost of living and all this. But that energy price cap only applies to gas and electric. For everyone else that's on heating fuel, it didn't apply, and the prices just kept going up and up and up
Well,
and up and up. Yeah. It was
Well,
crazy.
curiously, my wife works for a local energy company called Ecotricity, the first green one, and of course she gets to see the inside of what goes on in energy companies. And this week's been absolutely awful because they have to buy in advance. They have to buy ahead of time for gas and whatever else. What's that? And it's just marmalised them. They know they've got to buy, and they're going to be paying double what they should be, but they can't not, because they can't afford to wait until later on, because they'll get hit again.
Yeah.
So
get on price caps now. Get on a price capped.
Get on
fixed
a price
rate.
cap. Do it. Especially
anyway,
with all this gear.
Indeed, we're not the Pro Energy Network. We're the Pro Synth Network. So let's move our attentions over.
Yeah. Not a pub.
Let's talk about some cool stuff. We do have some cool stuff to talk about, and it's cool new hardware from our friends over in Germany at Waldorf. So they've been busy over at Waldorf recently with new releases, both hardware and software. We had the Protein come out, which I think is a brilliant little synthesizer. We've had Attack 3 come out, which is a brand new version of that, a very popular software plugin. We had new versions of the PPG Wave software. Now we've got the Iridium Mark II. For those who are unaware of what the Iridium is, it is essentially, or the original was essentially, a slightly cut down version of the Quantum keyboard synthesizer, and they took the analog filters out but pretty much left everything else in apart from the keyboard. So it just was this desktop unit, and then they released a keyboard version of the Iridium to further confuse the picture. But it's a brilliant, powerful synth. It's got multiple oscillator types. You've got wavetable, you've got virtual analog, you've got FM, you've got granular sampling in there as well as regular sampling. They call it particles. There's this thing called the resonator and the kernels as well. And they've got a new oscillator added in this one called Seeds, which I could read you the explanation for, but I reread it and think, no, I'm still not entirely getting it. I know probably somebody like Steve Elbows, who is our moderator in the chat. Welcome, Steve. Thank you very much indeed for your help. He could probably explain it a little better. But what it does, and I'll read my interpretation of it. Similar to waveforms where you can move, wavetables where you can move through the waveforms. This you can move through waveforms dynamically, where it dynamically synthesizes each waypoint from sub-oscillators. These can be controlled and recombined using methods like ring modulation, frequency modulation, wavetables, and partials. I'm sure it's brilliant, but my head's still not getting it. But anyway, there's a new sound generator in there, so you can have. I think it's up to 3 oscillators per voice. You can combine the different things. The multi-timbrality has been doubled from 2 to 4, so you now have 4 independent layers, which is nice. You've got a new there's a new sequencer update in there, and the sequencer has got per note parameter locks. So you press the note and then you just turn the parameters until you've got them where you want them, and it locks those parameter settings in on that individual step of the 128 step sequencer. That's been designed in collaboration with Aphex Twin. So if you're an Aphex Twin fan, there's another reason to get one of these. There's an upgraded CPU board. It's got larger memory, so it's able to do the things that we've been talking about, the extra multi-timbrality and stuff. Now features USB and SD card storage. You can import patches from Nave, Quantum, and Iridium Mark 1. Yeah, lots of this going on. It's a little bit bland in terms of the design. It's very grey, which I don't know. I suppose if you're of the minimalist persuasion, let me just bring that up there. It's quite grey, but we care about what's inside more than anything else. Were the pads? Were they polyphonic aftertouch pads on those? I can't remember now. But yeah, there's plenty of stuff there, and it's got a huge amount of connectivity at the rear, so you can connect all your MIDI and modular stuff. It's also, and this is interesting, because normally you don't see features from lesser machines be ported over to bigger machines, but they've taken the flavor knob, which sounds rather interesting.
Yeah.
But they've taken the flavor knob and from the Protein and put that on here. And what that does is that it introduces micro variations to the sound, to the tone. So it might be a micro variation to the pitch, it might be a micro variation to the LFO, or to other settings within the thing. So as you turn it, it's very subtle, but it's nice. It works really nicely on the Protein. It's going to be €2,369, so it's not cheap. But the Iridium and the Quantum have got a hell of a following, and those that have them, really do like them. There you go. There's its backside, so you can see there's plenty of connectivity there. What I don't like, I noticed this straight away. It's got a custom. I'm assuming that's a custom power supply socket. I don't know if that's maybe can you tell if is that a common power supply connector, or is that exclusive to?
From what I see, no, don't look it.
Yeah, it's like PS2.
It does a bit, doesn't it? Yeah. So you got audio in, audio out. There you got CV in. There's 4 of those. There's clock in, clock out, gate in, and a start. And then you got 5-pin MIDI. And you've got USB hub, controller, and a computer connection, and a micro SD card port on the back there as well. Some of the demos I've seen, Rolf's done a great 30-odd minute demo of it over on the Waldorf YouTube channel. Any thoughts on this, Scott? You're the professional sound designer. What do you think? Is this something you want to? Have you bought any of this stuff?
I've got the Iridium.
Okay.
The original Iridium keyboard. Had a few issues with that, but it's now been resolved in firmware. So I've yet to do. I'm probably about 30% of the way through a bank for that. Lovely synth, sounds great. And I do believe, watching Ralph's video, some of the seed, I think it's the seed engines getting ported back on the next update for the standard Iridium as well.
Yeah, so
I think some of the things that they've incorporated into this new one, they're actually going to, which is an unusual thing for them to do, but very good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're not dropping support for the old ones. There's actually going to be a new OS for the Mark 1 Iridium and the Quantum as well,
which will have some of the features from this new one. Yeah.
So you won't get like the extra multi-timbrality in the Mark 1.
No,
because that
it's only 2-part. Like the Mark 1 that I've got is just 2-part. But fantastic synth. It's so deep, such a deep synth to program. The issues that I was having with mine is it was, and I think James Dyson was the same. There was a new firmware update that came out. Basically, the synth was just shutting down and not giving you any warning, and then it was just sending this like loud, high-pitched squeal through the monitors. But they've now gotten to the bottom of that, and it's been addressed and fixed in firmware. So that will probably be one of the next ones that I move on to get back to. But yeah, I don't think I will be in too much of a hurry to go for this new one. I may consider it if they release a synth version. I would probably trade in my Mark 1 and look at getting the Mark 2.
You mean the keyboard version?
Yeah.
I wasn't aware of this, that Robert's just put up in the chat, that apparently they're planning to make a hardware upgrade to get the Mark 1 up to the Mark 2 spec. I've not seen that anywhere, although I might not be looking in the right places. But that's an interesting thing. I've seen there's a few companies doing a few more, a bit like, just...
Well, looking after their legacy stuff, aren't they? Which is great.
That's fantastic if that's the case. Yeah. Because I believe it's a much bigger processor, etc. They've got in this one. It's a far beefier processor to cope with it all.
Yeah, there's a whole new CPU board on there.
Yeah.
I don't think all of so Gare's asking whether the knobs are continuous or is it turn to find the value. I don't know whether it's you have to turn and it latches on wherever the thing is, or whether it's just instantly jumps to the position. I really don't know. But
the Mark 1, some of them are continuous, most of them aren't, as far as I remember. I don't think they're all continuous.
Yeah, but a very interesting thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Are you a Waldorf guy? Have you got any of their stuff?
I've got a Blofeld. That's about as far as I've got. But look forward to using
about that.
Well, I know. Look forward to seeing this at Super Booth, actually.
Yes, it'd be nice to get a play with this. It's a little bit pricey, though, isn't it? I say a little bit pricey. I thought that maybe this would be like a $19.99. Yeah, $1,999, not $19.99. But it's a nice thing. But I prefer my synths with a keyboard. Yeah. So maybe they'll bring out a keyboard version. Not that I'd be able to fit it in anywhere here. But what I like about it is you can VESA mount it. I think it's got a VESA mount on the back.
Yes, it has. Yeah.
So
that's great.
That's quite interesting.
Yeah. Andrew, thoughts on this?
It's expensive. I mean, I love it. I love the demos I've seen. Like Peter, I look at it and just think, wow, that's a deep machine. I love the display on it. Like you, I think I'm a bit sort of puzzled about the grey. I think it would be nicer in a different colour. But put all of that to one side. Is it 2,399 or something?
Well, it's €2,369.
So that's going to be around about 2001, isn't it? 22.
Let's have a look. Iridium Mark 2. Oh, there we go. 2099.
See, for me, I mean, I'll probably get beaten for this. I think that's probably £400 or £500 too expensive. It's a great looking thing. Without the keyboard, I see this as a $1,500, $1,600, $1,700 machine. But it is unique, and and what they're doing with it is quite unique. Is it unique enough to get it? I'd need to see it as well, I think.
I think it's one of those things where you've really got to sort of play with it to really appreciate what it can do. But the people that I know that have got it, like James Dyson's got one, and he when you watch some of the stuff that he's doing with it and the sounds that are coming out of it, it's incredibly powerful. So let's be honest, we've had synthesizers released in the last month or so that are probably just as powerful and are around the same price. So I'm not beating it up over its price. I'm beating it up over its colour. And I think if that's the only thing that we can beat it up over, then it's probably a bloody good thing. What do you think, Ken? Any thoughts on this?
Well, actually, its colour is probably look quite good next to a TR1000. Actually.
Oh yes.
Be keeping the colour.
It would.
It would.
I must admit, my relationship with Waldorf. It's basically I had a wave in the garden for 4 years. That's about it. So my relationship with Waldorf has not been based around what it sounds like. Although it sounds really good, I must admit it sounds nice.
Yeah, it does.
But if I was to put my be sensible for a change Kent hat on, it would be I've pretty much got everything I've got in here. Pretty much covers what they'll be kicking out. Just be a few little, little sort of like, oh, that's interesting sort of things. Yeah. And but like I say, it seems a bit expensive for a box.
It's a very powerful box.
It is a very powerful box,
especially
but it's still,
with four layers in it now. That really does allow it to do some really interesting.
Well, what is
things.
interesting, if they are planning to do a hardware upgrade for the original, if they're going to do that, you want to go and buy an original very quickly off eBay before they go up in price, because you can get a hardware upgrade to take it up to that. I think that's the only advice I can give to that.
Yeah, if you can snap up a Mark 1 like used in good nick,
Yeah.
and then wait for the upgrade, and you could potentially get a cheaper Mark II.
Although I did hear on the grapevine that James Dyson's one continually, well, it actually apparently crashes more often than Fiona. So
but that's been fixed.
I think that's been resolved now, Ken.
Yeah. Oh, I heard it was still doing it. Yeah.
Well, the other thing is that I still lust after a Quantum. So what? And this isn't that different from a Quantum. It doesn't have the analog filters, but
That's pretty much it. Yeah.
you know,
What's the price difference? Another £1,000 for the Quantum, is it? About 3 and a bit, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Let's have a look.
this is what 16 voice, isn't it?
Because there is also there is a slightly more affordable option in the form of the Iridium Core, which is an even more compressed version. I don't think the world are they still making the Quantum? Oh, they must be, yeah.
I'm just glad that it exists. I'm glad they've done it, and I'm glad they're doing. They keep on doing all these updates.
Well, they kind of invented the digital synth, really, didn't they?
Yeah, they did.
Well, yeah. Well,
They did. You know, to all intents and purposes.
Why can't I find? They still make it. They must do. I can only find B stock. I'm just looking in the wrong place here. So a Waldorf B stock at a certain online retailer in the home of Waldorf is still 3699. So
apparently, Quantums are currly out of production. Steve Alvarez says right now, but I think that's a bit unclear.
Okay. Yeah, well, I'm not seeing them available there.
Yeah.
Iridium Core is what is that now? Iridium Core is £1,429. You still get the 3 oscillators per voice, but I think everything else is kind of. I think it's exactly what it's the core of the Iridium, but without all the lots of controls. And
would it be 8 voices or something like that instead of 16?
It doesn't say. Let's have a look.
I mean, Scott, you'll get this as well as someone that likes to get a handful of knobs. That's something that does appeal. It's a lot. There's a lot there to interact with.
It's a very hands-on synth, yeah.
Yeah, and that's kind of cool. That is kind of cool.
And the touch screen is very intuitive as well. Certainly with the Mark 1. I don't think they'll change too much of that with the Mark 2. I think the interface will be much the same.
Wasn't that one of the problems as well with the original Iridium, was that it had screen issues?
Certainly not with mine anyway, but I'm not sure.
I thought there was a fairly, not common, but fairly well reported issue with the screen. I might be wrong, but
yeah, mine's is certainly it's reactive enough. It's not one of these screens that you end up having to tap 20 times before it actually does what you want it to do. You know, we've all seen them.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, it's pretty reactive. The screen on it, it's actually a useful tool rather than a hindrance, if you know what I mean. But
and the build quality is going to be staggering as always.
Oh yes, yeah.
So.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Hopefully, we get hands on with one of these in a couple of months' time and see what it's all about. But yeah, there we go. That's a brand new piece of hardware that is out now to order. I think they're shipping within the week. So yeah, all good stuff. And congrats to Waldorf. And hopefully, we'll see more from them. I was hoping that it might be another, because they're supposed to be doing more in the Protein platform, that little small kind of sub 300 desktop platform, and I was hoping it might be something along those lines, because the Protein is, every time I turn it on, it really blows me away. It's got that old crunchy wavetable sound, but also it's got some cool things in there the originals didn't have. So yeah, it's a very nice machine. Only quibble is it's USB powered, and therefore you have to have one of those USB isolators to get rid of the
ground loop.
Loops. Yeah, it's a shame, but hey ho. Anyway, there you go. Iridium Mark II available now to order. Right, let's move into the land of speculation. because this was leaked. I saw it leaked by Tom over at Synth Anatomy. I don't know if Tom's in the chat. He often does pop in. Well done on getting this one out there, because I wasn't aware that this existed. But this is new, or supposedly new. We have to be careful what we say. From Akai. It's the MPC Sample.
It's dinky, isn't it?
It's lovely, isn't it? It's a portable MPC with full 16 pads. It doesn't see. Obviously, I don't think it's got the fancy pads that the new one's got. Little built-in speaker to the right, a little wrist rest. You see, I always get. I did have to double check that wasn't a speaker, but the speaker is in the top right-hand corner, and it's got a nice little detailed screen on there, which I thought was a nice little touch. One little cue slider on the left there, and you can sample into it and play back, and I'm sure you can probably get USB stuff in there as well. I think there was a photo from the back somewhere. There we go. Yeah. Look at that. So you've got USB, you've got audio in, audio out, you've got MIDI in, MIDI out in TRS form, you've got sync out, headphones, and gain control there.
Looks to be USB powered then, or have you got another slot there?
No, it does. That looks like a power button. So it could very well be USB powered. Yeah. It certainly looks that's the way that it's all going. But yeah, this is the MPC Sample. Supposedly coming out fairly soon. It's a kind of a small thing. The last time they did a small MPC was the MPC 500, which I've still got and really desperately wanted to love it, but just couldn't get my head around that MPC paradigm, specifically with a very small 2-line small character display. But this, has got a nice screen on it, and I wonder if they have been sort of influenced by the likes of Sonicware with the Sample Trek, and also the SP404 Mark II that Roland brought out a year or so ago. Yeah. Whether they've just thought, look, we need to get in.
And Casio are pushing one as well, aren't they?
And Casio have got one coming out. So I can see this being quite nice. I'm very tempted, especially if the so apparently this was leaked by Alto Music in America. Since I think it's been pulled, but they were billing it at $399 US.
Wow.
And that is pretty good price. I think if this is coming out soon, I think I will be potentially buying one and trying to force myself to use an MPC, because I really
I love my
yeah. You've gone quiet. You've muted yourself again, Pete.
Yeah,
there we go.
EP37
Yeah, it's an interesting thing. Kent, you had an MPC XL.
Had an X.
Just X,
yeah. Just the X, yeah.
And you just didn't get on with it, did you?
Not really, no.
So would this, at this price, would this tempt you to maybe get back into it? Into that workflow?
I don't know. I think it's a case of, once bitten, twice shy kind of thing. Because, it is cheap. If it does come out for that, it is very, very cheap. But it's still the same
prices, isn't it? For the the EP.
But for me, it's still the same thing. The way you use it is the way I wasn't really enjoying on the X. So, I mean, I get it. It's just, it's. I don't think it's for me, but it certainly is a fantastic little piece of kit. Especially if it's coming in at that price. It's ridiculous.
That's crazy. Yeah.
They might as well be given away in Christmas crackers, isn't it?
I just noticed there's an input on the left-hand side there. I don't know what that is.
No.
I'm doing the same as you here, Rob. I'm tilting my head to try and see
it makes absolutely no difference, but
Do you know it looks like one of those little volume thumb wheels?
Yeah, I was thinking that.
Because of the way the case
is. The main volume's on the top here, you see.
Yeah, unless it's for the sampling in.
Be good if it had batteries in, wouldn't it?
Sampling in is on the back, you see.
Oh,
and there's a little microphone. There's a microphone on the front there.
Yeah, there's a microphone symbol on the top, isn't there? So I don't know where that is. No, I'm just wondering because we said, oh look, it's USB powered, but I wonder if that might be.
Might be the DCN or.
Yeah, it might be a power input there.
In fact, it's got a speaker built in. Batteries would be brilliant, wouldn't they? You could take it anywhere.
Well,
then, couldn't you?
Tom speculates here. It says it looks like it's powered either by USB-C or via a built-in battery. If it was a built-in like rechargeable battery,
Oh yeah, yeah.
that would be quite good. As long as it's something that is serviceable. If it does after a while,
So the USB-C could actually be a charge point.
could be, and just a data connection as well. For
Yeah. It doubles up as both.
don't the
like on a phone.
MPC hardware stuff now doesn't it talk to the MPC software, and you can do stuff like that. So yeah, I mean, this is all wild speculation at the moment, but I really think I looked at this and thought, oh yeah, I'm having one of them, just because it looks cute as well. But I think that would be a great little centerpiece for a small setup.
Yeah.
Or even just something on its own. It all depends how much storage it's got in there. It's got micro SD.
I mean, it looks. I've got a pal coming over at the weekend, and he's bringing the MPC 3 live, live 3 or whatever it is, and I'm dreading it because I really, really want one. This is just such a really good idea from them. If they bring it out, they're going to sell bucket loads of them, and I'll almost certainly get one. I'll get one just because it's, I know how these things work. As long as it.
Will you though?
What?
Will you get one though?
I think I probably will.
Because your shopping list must be rather long at the moment.
Yeah, all right. So I've not. Yeah, but I've been having to do pensions and things. But yeah, no, my shopping list is long. I have. I have bought.
Well, if you get one, I'd like to see.
I have bought the Korg. I'm waiting for that. I'm hoping that's turning up. The
cool. Key stage.
The one that I can. Yeah, thank you very much. Key stage. Yeah. So, yeah, I think that's a really good thingy. And once I get the Korg, then I can probably put my little XL7 to one side, which is lovely. But I'd like the way these work. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens over the weekend. But that price.
The price is phenomenal, really. And even if you were only using that as fill it with drum samples and use it as a little drum machine, it's just
it's a perfect little thing.
Yeah, it's such a small footprint.
Yeah,
but that screen looks very well. I mean, it doesn't look massive, but it's bigger than the one that's on the sample track, I believe.
Yeah.
Which is quite small. And to give Sonicware their credit, they've used that small screen very well. But it's still rather small, and gentlemen our age, the fact that you can see a stereo waveform on there, which is great for editing and chopping.
You could almost take it out and collect samples with it, couldn't you?
Well, yeah, I think that's the whole point is you've got that little microphone on the front there, just there. I'm assuming that's 4 holes with the built-in mic, so you can just put your ideas in, and there's chopping functions and
so you shouldn't cover that with peanut butter then?
No.
Okay.
And it seems to have effects built in as well, which looks good. Yeah, I mean this could be a big thing.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a popular one. That one.
And it's so nice to see Akai, kind of back and doing some good stuff. After
let's hope it's not this big, eh?
Well, yeah, but I don't think it's going to be much small. I think it's going to. I think if you're looking at maybe the teenage engineering, the KOs, the what's the one I've got, the Rhythm, and they do the medieval one. I think it's probably going to be roughly that sort of footprint, but with a nice little tilted back to it as well, and a little bit more substance. So yeah, interesting. Looking forward to seeing that if and when it gets confirmed. And hopefully, if we are able to get one in here, we shall have a look. Before we move on to our next thing, I want to give a shout out to the people that have made fantastic donations through the Super Chat service on YouTube. First of all the way from Australia, is good old Steve Smith. Good day. Thank you very much for your $5 Australian dollars. It's very much appreciated. Tanafi Q down there in Clacton-on-Sea. you can do this too. £5. Jim Hughes, thank you very much indeed. 3 exclamation marks. Do you know there's a band whose name is 3 exclamation marks? And I think they pronounce it chick, chick, chick. And they're very, very good. There's my recommendation for this weekend. Go and check out Chick, Chick, Chick. All you got to do, 3 exclamation marks. Great band. Thank you very much, Jim Hughes, for your $5. And to the wonderful Amanda Chowdhury, who I am so looking forward to meeting in person at Super Booth. So really looking forward to that. Thank you ever so much. CatSynth TV is the channel. Loads of great demonstrations and tutorial videos and loads of other stuff as well. Of course, she was on the show just recently, and we hope to get her back on soon. But yeah, thank you very much. A little something for the heating bills. Let me just... my heating's nice and tasty today. Yeah, very nice. Lovely. Thank you very much indeed.
Oh.
And, of course, we should never go through a show without thanking the End of Learning for his £2 super sticker. Thank you very much indeed, sir. Missed you at Synth East, because I think you were at last year's. We didn't see you at this year's.
No, we didn't, no.
No. So fingers crossed our paths will cross at one of the other UK shows. Of course, there's our UK show, which we'll talk about in a moment, coming up in just 2 weeks' time. Of course, then there is Synthesized in Cambridge, which is happening back on this year. And then we've got Synthfest UK, which is happening in October 24th. And in between those two is Super Booth, which is in Berlin. And then, of course, towards the end of the year, we were hoping that there'd be another Bristronica, but there isn't. And we'll talk about that when we sort of cover the shows. So if you haven't heard the news, I'm sorry if I've just broken it to you, but there's no Machine of Bristronica this year. But it's with good reason, and it's okay. It'll be back next year. Right, so thank you very much indeed to the End of Learning, and to Tanith, to Jim, to Amanda, and to Steve for all your donations. They are greatly appreciated. Thank you so much. We love you. Yeah. Okay, so let's see. Let's do something that's small, because I want to do something at the top of the hour. We'll talk about that in just a moment. That's a bit of a conversation thing. Okay, yeah, we'll slip this one in up to the top of the hour. This is a brand new library for the brilliant, my favorite drum plugin ever, the Superior Drummer. And this is the brand new plugin put together by the one and the only Tony Visconti. And he's collected 8 different drum kits and sampled the living hell out of them. Of course, he's been the producer for the likes of course, David Bowie, T-Rex, Thin Lizzy, and many, many more besides. Adamant as well. You should hear his Adamant-produced album, Viva La Rock. It's really, really good. Engineered by Liam Nolan and all performed by Stephen Gilchrist. And if you are a drummer, you should automatically know who Stephen Gilchrist is. He's a lovely, lovely person with a fantastic groove. This is their... it's called Drumopolis. It's called that because it's recorded at Metropolis in London. They've got a fantastic setup there, and they set all of these drums up in different environments, using different bits of hardware and different, there's a very tight closed room with a very dead sound, and they used a bigger room for a bit more ambience. And the Toontrack guys mic this stuff up within an inch of its life, and they provide you with so many miking options. And there's options in there for surround, so if you're really into that kind of thing, you can be placing your drum sounds all over the shop. It's an amazing thing. 8 kits, and you can combine the drums in any way you like. It comes with MIDI files that have been performed by real drummers that you can then apply to this. I mean, it's an astounding level of quality. I think, have a video for this. Let's see if we can play that. And there you go. There's the man himself. He is supervised and produced this entire project with the Toontrack guys, and also the engineer and the player Stephen Gilchrist as well at Metropolis. It does sound amazing, and I sat here thinking, yeah, that's an insta buy for me. And then I realised I hadn't bought the last pack, which was the Kevin Killen one, which was all recorded at Real World Studios. And I'm like, yeah, drums from Real World, yeah, absolutely have those. Now I've got David Bowie's producer putting together kits that are very similar to the ones used by Woody Woodmansey and T-Rex and all of those amazing drummers that he's recorded over the years. And the guy's still active and still doing stuff to this day. And he's still touring with Holy Holy, which is essentially a David Bowie tribute act. And they were doing it before David Bowie passed, and then actually they were playing on the night that Bowie left us. And they asked the audience, do you want us to carry on? And the overwhelming response was yes. Lead singer of that band is Glenn Gregory from Heaven 17, who does a brilliant job.
He does, yeah.
Brilliant job. Anyway, this is the Toontrack SDX called Drumopolis, all put together by Tony Visconti. Any thoughts on this one? Anyone?
Get it. Just get it.
Get it.
I saw there's been one or two comments saying, not a great demo. I think it's a perfect demo. Tony Visconti has a way with him about blending instruments together, keyboards and guitars and drums and basses, so that they drive something forward. That's been his signature from the 70s on. He's a brilliant producer. Those drum sounds just sound great. And there's also the Stone Room. They recorded in the Stone Room there at Metropolis, which is a fantastic room. If drums are your thing, why wouldn't you? Yeah. And what a pedigree.
I'm slowly building my collection of SDXs, but they're like Toontrack, are very much like Omnisphere, Spectrasonics. They don't have to discount because they are the best at what they do. Particularly with Superior Drummer, it is. I've got Superior Drummer, I've got Addictive Drums, I've got BFD, got a couple of Stephen Slate as well. Nothing touches this. This is the absolute best drum sample library. Whether you're recording drums in the DAW and playing them in the DAW using MIDI files or just tapping them out on the set of pads on the keyboard or whatever, or if you're an E-drummer, so if you're playing electronic kits like I do, you just plug this in to that and you close your eyes and you are playing these drums. The nuance and the detail is incredible. You need big hard drives as well.
And they've been going a long time, haven't they? Toontrack.
They have, yeah.
I've got a soft spot for them because they bought one of the Vampire Racks from me back 20 years ago.
Very nice.
Oh, did they?
So they just know they do this, and they do like the easy bass and the easy keys stuff.
Yeah, that's
but
right.
This is just like it's just top notch. It's the Rolls Royce of drum plugins, and they attract the great producers. I've got the Hugh Padgham one, which is just it's just brilliant. It's so good because he's put together kits. He's put together the kits that he's recorded for the big famous artists. So there's a beautiful Phil Collins kit in there with the concert toms and everything's ringing. It's just beautiful. Then there's Manu Katché kits in there, and there's Stuart Copeland kits in there, and it's just great to be able to sit down and the sound's there. It's just beautiful, and you can tweak them, and it's got effects. It's just like a drum DAW, really. It's an amazing thing. Others, anybody else want to chip in on this one before we move up to the top of the hour? Nope. Okay, right, there you go. So if you want to buy it, it's toontrack.com or your local Toontrack reseller. So don't expect any discounts or any cheaper deals anywhere else. It's one price. That's it.
What is the price?
€179. So it's about £157.
I know because I was priced.
That's not bad. That's not bad, really, for what you're getting.
For what you get. You're getting 8 drum kits that have been produced and engineered by Tony Visconti and his selected team, plus the Toontrack guys, that put all of this together. And they get every nuance and the round robins. It's not just a couple, they just go on. It's a quality stuff. quality stuff. Right, available now, toontrack.com. Right, okay. Shall we do our news, Peter?
Shall we? Why not?
Do you want to do the news that we got this afternoon that you
the funny
told
one.
me, and we were just like we were both gobsmacked and kind of chuckling because I think this is brilliant. So we've got two pieces of news, and they both relate to Synth Southwest, which is our show that Peter has done the vast amount of work, the bulk of the work putting on. It's going to happen in Dawlish. In fact, why don't we tell everybody about Synth Southwest? You see him here on screen now. Have a look at him in a rather damp Dawlish.
This March, Dawlish becomes the beating heart of electronic sound. Welcome to the Pro Synth Network's Synth Southwest Expo, a celebration of synthesizers, sonic exploration, and live electronic music. Join us on Saturday, March the 21st at the Strand Centre, Dawlish, for a day packed with synth demos, modular rigs, hands-on gear, workshops, and showcases from passionate creators across our region.
Join us here at the Strand Centre for the Expo during the day. The festival is not for profit, so all proceeds from ticket sales and donations will be shared equally between the Strand Centre here in Dawlish, the Bob Moog Foundation, and the Alan R. Perlman Foundation.
Whether you're a seasoned sound designer, a curious beginner, or just love cool tech and great vibes, there's something for everyone. And when the sun goes down, the sound comes alive.
So the music will continue here at the Shaftesbury Theatre, where we'll be showcasing music from electronic artists from around our community.
Bringing you ambient soundscapes, pulsing rhythms, and full-on audio-visual immersion.
So join us, won't you? Did you see that Andromeda A6 on the beach there?
I know. This.
Yeah.
Do you know how foretelling was that? We'll come to that in just a moment. Right. So tell us about. Basically, if you're coming to Synth Southwest, and we hope that a lot of you are, get there for the opening because
Dawlish Town Council and Dawlish Town are well behind it all, and the mayor would like to come along with Mrs. Mayor. And he'd like to open the show.
Officially open the show.
As long as his, it all fits together with his schedule, then we're going to welcome him with open arms.
The mayor of Dawlish is going to be that busy, can you?
Well, that's true.
But I mean, what an honour. I mean, it's to have one of the local dignitaries, think that we are worthy of them coming to open it. I think that's great.
Whether he say anything, he might have an opinion about how many oscillators certain synths got.
He might be a synth nerd. That'd be amazing. Yeah. No, but seriously, I mean, that's a real.
Well, it just shows that the whole town's behind it.
Exactly.
The hotels are being booked up. They're all happy about that.
Sean says, "Tape going."
I'm going to have to get some ribbon, aren't I?
Yeah.
No, not ribbon. 2-inch tape.
2-inch Studer.
2-inch tape.
Yeah, get some 2-inch Studer. Yeah, do it.
I'm sure I've got a roll of Ampex in the cupboard through here, actually. So.
Get some of the crime scene on
here.
That'd be great. So the mayor and Lady Mayoress, I don't know what the official title is for the spouse.
Mayor consort or something.
Or something like that, yeah. Whatever. They're coming to open the show. That's brilliant. Now, you may have also noticed in that trailer, we listed the performers that are going to be playing in the evening event. So if you're not, we've been banging on about this for a long while, but if you're not aware, Synth Southwest consists of two events happening, one during the day from 10 o'clock in the morning at the Strand
With 4
Centre.
performers as well.
Yep, and there's going to be live performers there. Ian Cole's going to be one of them. Eddie Garcia is going to be another. Bang Bang Clang. I can't wait to hear Bang Bang Clang.
No,
and who else was going to be performing during the day?
Oh, God, now you got me. Hang on.
Eddie, Ian, Bang Bang.
Bang, and
there was somebody else, wasn't there?
Matt Ward from the DBS Institute.
That's it, yeah. So we've got 4 performers throughout the day. And then at 5 o'clock, we close that down, and everybody can go up the pub or to the chip shop or wherever and get some dinner.
Pub.
And then we all congregate over the road, literally over the road, at the Shaftesbury Theatre at 7 p.m. for a 7:30 start. Don't be late.
No.
Where we were going to have 4 musical acts. We still are going to have 4 musical acts. But unfortunately, the headline act, which was David Bessel, also of Node, it's kind of local, he lives in Cornwall, and he approached us and said, I'd love to play. So we said, absolutely. And unfortunately, he got in touch with me the other day and said, I really hate to be the bearer of bad news, but his entire kind of live performance, because it's just him and a load of tech, his entire performance very much centers around his Andromeda A6. And it, as is their wont, has decided to play up. And he was fighting with it for days, and he eventually got back to us the other day and said, look, there's no way I can get this to work reliably enough for me to stand on a stage in front of people and play. And so therefore, I don't want to, deliver something that's rubbish. I'm going to have to pull out. And we're like, yeah, we get it. We understand. We all know what the Andromeda
We've all been there.
Like. Yeah, we've all stuck it, in the sea. And that just...
That wasn't his, by the way.
Yeah, maybe we put the kibosh on it by doing that. But when you do center your performance around a very specific set of equipment, if some of that goes, it's not easy to have replacements and backups.
No.
So Peter and I sat down and we were like, oh,
what do we do? Pad it out, or
do we just do a little bit of stand up in the middle?
I didn't want to ring Ty and say, do you want an hour's?
We didn't want to encourage Ty, because obviously Ty Unwin's going to be playing. And I was speaking with Ty today, and what Ty is planning to do is going to be a lot of fun. So again, if you haven't bought tickets and you want to see something that's not only technically brilliant, but it's going to be funny and interactive. That's all I'm going to say. It's going to be interactive, physically interactive. So we've got, obviously, Peter's opening with his little concept project, which is I'm very much looking forward to hearing that. Then we've got Dr. Mike Metley, who is flying in all the way from America. His arms will be very tired, but he will be performing with one of his friends who lives over here. And then, of course, we've got the marvellous Ty Unwin, but we had this headline slot. And so Peter and I, we instantly said, we're going to ask these people. And
we've been planting the seed in their heads for quite a while.
We really wanted them to come, and we were happy to shorten other people's sets if they could. And we said, what do you reckon? So we can only ask. So I fired off a message, and it was quiet. And then I got a response that said, yeah, I think we could do it, but I'll get back to you, by the end of the day, if not the following morning. And he got back to us yesterday evening, and I am beyond excited and delighted to announce that, as much as we are very sad that Dave can't join us.
There's always next year, Dave.
Yeah, absolutely. There's always next year. We are going to be the opening gig on their first tour of the UK.
The drum roll, everyone.
Yeah, Steve Davis and Gaz Williams will be our headline act for Synth Southwest's evening performance. There they are. Exactly how you know. I mean, I've known these people very long time. One of them I've known personally for probably 20 odd years. The other one I've known for like 40 odd years, but not personally. I just know him from the snooker.
We all know him.
Yeah. So we've my missus.
Hurry up and get your tickets, because the grannies are going to be in there. I'll tell you.
Yeah. So there's going to be lots of people now buying tickets because of them, which we're just like super excited about. I was just amazed. And Fiona, who is Gaz's wife, is going to be doing a whole visual thing as well. So it's going to be a proper, full-on gig, and the way they do their stuff is completely improvised. They don't have anything pre-planned or pre-programmed or sequenced. It's all improvised, and it's Gaz Effin Williams and Steve Effin Davis. Although back in the day he was known as Steve Boring Davis, but he's
not boring at all.
Not boring at all.
A few points, and he's brilliant.
We're just Yeah, we're just blown away.
Beyond happy, because this week's been a little bit.
Yeah, because you have your headline act drop out. And,
yeah, 2 weeks before.
Yeah, so apparently Ian's wife Jane is in love with Steve Davis. Well, why? I don't know if Jane's coming down, but maybe you need to buy her a ticket if she isn't, because Jackie she wants first dibs.
Yeah.
So is it going to be like a modular, improvised version of it, Snooker Loopy?
Oh, that'd be cool,
that'd be brilliant, wouldn't it?
That'd be cool.
No.
And they will have merch. They're bringing their own merch stand, because the tour that they're doing, a small tour. They're playing places like Glasgow and Liverpool, and Bristol is the last gig on the
Bristol's
tour.
The first one, yeah.
Yeah, and then they're basically financing all of this themselves. So please come down, buy a ticket for us. Proceeds go to the Bob Moog, Alan R. Perlman Foundations and the Strand Centre. But they will also have their merch desk there, which will help fund these guys and Fiona to go around the country and do their wonderful things. So yeah, we're just
I want that tour T-shirt with Dawlish at the top. In the dates, Dawlish.
Maybe I need to knock up some.
I think you better
some T-shirts. When they put the names of the bands on the back or something.
Yeah.
I'll have to get my thinking cap on.
I'm happy about this. It's really good.
Yeah. Hats off to you two for managing to get something sorted so quick as well. So well done with that.
Well,
hats off to Stephen Gaz as well for sort of
all that smooching I was doing with Gaz.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, but Gaz is a force of nature, but he's also. Apart from being one of the nicest, most genuine people you could ever hope to meet, he's also massively, massively enthusiastic about this community.
He does it for the music, not for anything else.
Absolutely. He does it for the buzz of it. He would play to two people, let alone 140, 150. How many we can get in there?
140.
140 in the theatre. And we're... What, 2/3?
You might have to push it to 147.
We'll sell a few more tickets. So keep
7 more seats. Do you know what? This is the funny thing. Robert Fat Dusk Hex, who comes in the chat quite a bit, he posted something. It must be because, Facebook's listening. But he posted a highlights of basically every shot without all the delay in between of Steve Davis's first televised 147 break.
Oh, right.
And I'm sat there. I remember watching it because I was massively into snooker as a kid. And I just sat there at the lunch table today, just watching this thing and just marveling at this guy's skill. And when he gets to that pink ball, where he's literally right above the pink ball, and he's got to slice it into that corner without putting the white in the opposite, and he does it, and he lines himself up for the back. It's amazing. Yeah. No, for potting the pink after the brown. Badum-tish. So... There we go. So we've got the mayor and his lady wife opening the show for us. We've got Gaz and Steve Davis closing the show for us. And then there's all this other stuff that's going to be...
So what are we waiting for? Come on.
Yeah, come on. Buy the tickets.
Buy those tickets.
Let me throw this up onto the screen right now. We are going to hawk the hell out of this until the Saturday. And of course, if you are... thinking about coming, but you're going to be passing Dawlish, you can drop in. We might have some tickets for sale on the door. But there you go. So there's the barcode or the QR code. You can go and scan that right now. That'll take you to the webpage. But if you want the webpage, it's dead easy. It's Synth Southwest, all one word, .com. That's all it is. synthsouthwest.com. Have I got a banner for that? I must have a banner for that. There it is. synthsouthwest.com. So that's all you've got to do. Go over there and then just click the buy tickets button. And if you can only make it in the morning, that's fine. You can buy a £10 ticket for the morning. If you could only make it in the evening, £10 ticket in the evening. But if you want to do both, 18 quid. We'll knock a couple of quid off for you. So, and there's also going to be other exclusive things. So, for example, there's going to be exclusive merchandise, which is piling up nicely here. So we've got Synth Southwest 2026 T-shirts in various sizes. We've got Synth Southwest pin button badges, along with Pro Synth Network pin button badges. We've got loads of stickers. I have to give a massive shout out to Robert over at Cherry Audio, Robert St. John, who sent over a box full of Cherry Audio T-shirts. We have the Voltage Modular style. We have Our Synths Are Dope style, which I really like. Unfortunately, they didn't send one big enough for me. They've got the minimal Cherry Audio T-shirt, which I believe I've just put one in the post to Mr. Scott McAuley, who bought one. Thank you very much for buying that. I only did it for him because he lives a long, long, long way away, and I fancy him.
There's no excuse, Scott. Come on.
Yeah, absolutely. And so we've got these 4 designs, and so Cherry Audio sent those over, and I said, "Oh, what could we use them for?" And they said, "Whatever you like." So basically, we're going to sell these T-shirts. And all of the money from the Cherry Audio T-shirts will go into the pot that we will split with the various organisations that are benefiting. Because we're not making any money from this.
We're doing
Hopefully
it for
we
the
won't
love.
lose any money, but we're not making any money.
Oh, yeah, there is that.
But we're going to sell all of those T-shirts at 100% profit will go to the organisations. We've got Cherry Audio stickers as well. We've also got Fiona's lovely desk art, illuminated desk art.
And don't forget, Jeff Tomlin is going to bring some bags,
tote
swag
bags.
Tote bags,
So there's going to be swag bags, tote bags with synthesizer designs on and stuff. And a lot of this stuff you only get there. Also, I must say, Cherry Audio have provided us with 3 prizes. We've not fully decided how we're going to do it, whether it's going to be just a raffle or anything. But we've got 3 licenses for their Synth Stack 6. That's a $600 value. 3 lucky people will walk away from Synth Southwest with $600 worth of everything that Cherry Audio make, bar I think the latest one. So if you want to be in
that's worth coming just for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll figure out a way
absolutely.
of doing that. So loads of stuff to give away. You need to be there to be square and to benefit from it.
Yeah.
And you're going to get a fabulous days and evenings entertainment.
I think it's going to be a good day. I really do know.
Yeah. And hopefully the weather will be nice because it's the first day of spring. It's the spring equinox.
My birthday as well. First day of spring.
Oh, there you go.
Cake
better bring cake.
Indeed.
Cake o'clock.
So March 21st at the Strand Centre
before.
in Dawlish. Synthsouthwest.com will have all your details on there. Thank you, Steve, for posting it into the chat.
Yep, brilliant.
And there might be more stuff. Who knows? We've got 2 weeks. We still might be able to get more things going. But there's some of the stalls that we've got. We've got Ian Cole with Sinners Records. We've got Darren from Rackets with all of his wonderful sort of self-build mini modular kits as well. We've got the wonderful Chris Poacher who does all of those replacement USB drives. Who else have we got? We got Eddie Garcia with his wall of Roland stuff.
And don't forget Mr. Catley with his drums.
Pete Catley with his drum machines and Simmons drum kits. I can't wait to get on those.
And Robin Vincent's going to bring some toys as well.
Robin Vincent, he might be doing like a mini synth picnic kind of thing.
Yeah.
By the way, synth picnic. If you're in Norwich tomorrow, synth picnic in the Castle Quarter Shopping Centre at the Honesty Library. Go along to that. Sorry, who else?
We've got Ollie Freak.
Ollie Freck, of course. Ollie Freck with his wonderful books and his posters and designs. Brilliant. He'll be selling those.
We've got Matt Evans doing the Kent Spong interaction.
Of course, Kent will be there.
Yeah, virtually there the whole
We'll have
time.
a virtual Kent if he's not fallen asleep.
I haven't fallen asleep.
He's still, well, I can't see because you've got a damn great big black thing in front of you.
I'm just being still. Every time I'm just sitting still and everybody thinks I'm asleep.
And we've got some rare arts to drool over.
Yes. We've got some lovely synthesizers. And I think I'm going to bring the Leviathan. So if you want to have a go on one of those and see what all the fuss is about, we'll have that. And we've got some great stalls, great people. Some of them will be selling stuff. Some of them won't be selling stuff. You said there's somebody from DBS.
DBS Institution from Plymouth. He's going to be there handing out information on their, their courses and things.
Yeah, and the merch table, of course.
And the merch table.
Yeah.
Hoping to see Nick Howes if he's well enough.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, that'll be good.
So we're looking forward to seeing everyone. Please do come down. And as we said, we're not making any money off of this. All the proceeds will be split equally between the 3 organisations, 2 of which are very close to our hearts: the Alan R. Perlman Foundation and the Bob Moog Foundation. And then the Strand Centre will also get a bit because they're a charitable organisation and they've been incredibly kind to us.
They've all been very useful, very helpful. Yeah.
So
and the cafe will be open as well. So you'll be.
There'll be cafes, and of course Gay's Creamery.
Of course. Can't beat them.
And the pubs and the fish and chip shops and the wonderful seaside and the beautiful railway line that literally runs right at the edge of the sea, which is gorgeous to look at. So, yes.
I do have one question, Peter.
Go on then.
That last scene in that advert.
Yes, I did.
How wet did you get?
Well, my feet got very wet, up to my knees. The little shit. We did that.
You can just see it in the last.
Can we do that again?
second.
Can we do that again? I'm thinking, why? What was wrong with the last one? Then, yeah,
that was very good. That was very good. So yeah, please come
and he'll be there as well. He's going to take some film and some photographs and bits and bobs. So yeah,
good.
Yeah,
he's a good lad.
There we go. So yeah, lots to come and see and do. It's a small event, but it's our first one, and we're really excited about it. And who knows where it might lead. Whilst we're on the topic of shows, I will leave our show details up on the screen because it's our show. But there was the news this week that Machina Bristronica has decided to have a fallow year itself in 2026. The reason being, there's two kind of reasons. One is that the venue that they use, which is a place called Document in Bristol, their ability to use that was in question. Because I think they say that it's potentially being redeveloped.
I think it's being redeveloped, the whole area. Yeah.
So
it needs to be honest.
It does need. I mean, once you're in the venue, it's great, but it's just like it's not in the best of areas for lots of reasons. Not least the deluge of rats that greets you at the back door when you're going.
Very tame ones.
Yeah. So very well fed as well. So there's that, and then there's also the fact that they had a similar issue with the venue for the store. So the Machina Bristronica is run by the company Elevator Sounds, who have a big store in Bristol, and apparently the building that they're in is not going to be available to them later this year. So they've been looking to relocate the building. They've apparently found somewhere, and it's going to be great, and it's going to be bigger and better than before. So it's a definite improvement. But to manage that move to the new premises meant that Machina Bristronica, which was also sort of teetering on the edge this year anyway, would have been a big distraction. So they've decided, look, let's just stop it this year, get the shop sorted, get everything over there, and then they've got plans for 2027 where they promise they're going to come back bigger and better. So unfortunately, the only synthesizer show in the southwest of the UK, who could it possibly be? It's Synth Southwest.
So come and fill your boots.
So yeah, if you were saving up to go to Bristronica, come and see us instead in 2 weeks' time.
Yeah,
you won't regret it. And it's all good fun. So, but yeah, slightly gutted that Bristronica isn't happening because we've been there the last 2 years and had a lot of fun, and they've been very generous to us and helpful. And again, thanks to Pete, who's done most of the legwork there as well. But also, it's a slight relief because it's one less show to sort of worry about, because we are going to be at Synthesized in Cambridge. Obviously, we're going to be at our own show, and we're also going to be at Synthfest UK, which is back this year after itself taking a fallow year off last year. So Synthfest UK is going to be at the end of the Sensoria week of festivities that they have in Sheffield, October 24th at the Octagon Centre. The website is starting to be updated. I'm sure tickets will go on sale soon. So we hope to see everyone there, and we are going to have a stand. We've already got it, booked it, so we're going to be there with something.
Don't know what yet, but we'll
figure something out. It'll be fun anyway. And I need to mention that Gearfest, which was this kind of summer event that Sound on Sound organised in conjunction with Tile Yard, and was held at the Tile Yard venue just around the corner from King's Cross, that has now changed its name, and it's now called Gear Expo UK, and it's taking place at a university place, isn't it? Let me just...
in the west of London, isn't it?
Yeah. The only problem is that the date it's on, I'm not going to be around on the 27th of June.
Same as Synthesized, isn't it?
Yeah. So it's the 27th of June, and it's going to be taking place at the University of Westminster Harrow campus. And it's apparently going to be bigger and better. Gear Expo. You can go if you're on Facebook. Gear Expo have a page over there. I'm not sure if they've got. If they have, yes, gearexpo.com is the website. Actually, let me put that on screen now. Let's bring that in. There it is, Gear Expo. It's a recording and music technology show. I get the feeling, although I don't quote me on this, I get the feeling that they are going to move the focus much more onto the other stuff. Although they do show synthesizers in the list of things, I think maybe it's always been a bit more recording technology, studio technology, monitors and mixing desks and that kind of thing. And the software, the synthesizers always seem to take a little bit of a backseat. We've all gone off the screen. There we go. Lots of stuff going on in the UK, and of course, Super Booth is happening on May 7th to the 10th in Berlin. Peter and I will be there, and we're not showing anything apart from our wonderful faces. And we'll be filming stuff. We've already booked in to go and see the guys at the Synthesizer Museum again. This time we're going to do it at the beginning rather than the end because of time.
That's a great place. I loved your tour of that. Yeah. I really like that.
I don't know if he's got anything new in there, but I've been speaking to Stefan, so we're going to arrange something.
I'm just going to go straight to the Elka Syntex again.
Yeah.
Well, given that it's a museum, you wouldn't expect something new, would you?
Well, that's true.
Well, new old stuff.
New old. We've also got, I must mention, a big thank you to Sound on Sound for advertising our show for us.
Absolutely.
As well.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That was a real highlight, I tell you.
Yeah, that's... it's good to know people in high places. That's all I can say.
Very
But I have to... big thanks to Sound on Sound, who've been incredibly encouraging to me personally and to us, and have supported us along the way. So, lots of stuff going. It's going to be a busy year. A busy year, but hopefully fun. So that's all good. Excellent. Okay, well, that's all the show stuff, and we've eaten up quite a bit of time there. I am now going to do something that I used to do when I used to do radio. So I used to be on the radio many years ago. It's all right, mate. It's all for charity. And I used to have this section in the show where I would play a 12-inch extended mix. And I can't... What did I used to call it? I called it something. It was a little bit risque, but it was basically because the toilets were the other side of the building and downstairs, and so I needed to put something on that was long enough for me to run down, do my business, and come back up again. And luckily, I've managed to find something I can do that with today because I'm bursting. And that is no reflection. I know it's no reflection.
No reflection on what we're about to hear.
On what we're about to hear and see. So you might remember a little while back I said, if you've made something with Cherry Audio synths, Cherry Audio have been absolutely fantastic with us. They come on the show every time they have a new instrument. They've recruited some of our team to make sounds for them. And they support us, as you've seen, with all of this stuff that they're giving to us to give away at our show. And I said, if anybody can make some music with Cherry Audio synths, we'd love to hear it. Well, a certain gentleman who's been himself incredibly generous to our channel by giving us decent sampler instruments that you can get if you subscribe to us on Patreon or YouTube. Channel memberships. He's also given us patches and stuff. He's only gone and done an entire track with nothing but Cherry Audio synths, and it's a bit bloody good. So I'm going to let you all sit back and relax for what's essentially 4 minutes of some great music from Ger Hughes of Custom Sonics, and this track is called Cherry Sunrise. Thank you, Ger, for sending this in. And if anybody else wants to do the same, please get in touch. But sit back and enjoy this wonderful piece of visual and audio stimulation. Good, that wasn't it?
That was brilliant. Yeah,
I think that deserves a full.
Yeah. Well done, Gare.
Stuff.
Very good.
Brilliant stuff. If you too have written a track, in fact, why don't we just say, if you've written a piece of music that we are allowed to play on here, so it's not covered by copyright or anything, why don't you just send it in? We'll play it. We'll absolutely play it, because we love hearing what you guys do, especially stuff like that with Cherry Audio. So and if you do send something in, tell us what you used, or show us as Gare did on screen there. Every time you looked at the screen, you could see what instruments were being used.
Very clever.
Very clever. He is a bit clever, that guy. I know he posts some pictures up on Facebook or one of the social media.
Well, his inspirations was amazing, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he does a lot of work for RTE over in Ireland. So he knows his onions, this boy. And listen, he's done some amazing stuff for us on the Patreon page. For example, let me just show you. Where's the Patreon page? Is somewhere around there. I've lost it now. I've got so many tabs open. Let's see, where are we? ProSynth Network. Anyway, I will tell you, he's done lots of stuff for us. Here it is. Here's the Patreon page. And let's see if get it on, because you don't want to see all the admin gubbins. You just want to see what you see there. So add this to the stage. There we go. So look, the first thing you see is patches for SH Max, which I think was what kind of got him to do this this thing for us anyway. So if you're a Patreon member or a YouTube channel member, you get some patches for SH Max from Custom Sonics. There's also some great stuff from Andrew and James there as well. Custom Sonics Mercury 8 patches in there. We've got Custom Sonics Pigments Bank in there. I mean, Custom Sonics Infamous Sounds. You almost think this was the Custom Sonics network. Because he's so generous with his time, and every now and again I'll just be sitting here and an email will ping up and it's a WeTransfer link. He says, here's something else for you. Off you go. And it's just so brilliant that we have people like him in the community. There you go. This was a little collaboration that we did. I say collaboration, he did all the hard work, but I sent him the samples from the Kawaii Pop Synth module, which is a brilliant little module, and it's got some great, really cheesy but sometimes really useful sounds. So he did that for us as well, and loads of other things. And you can see all the other stuff that you can get on our Patreon page. There's loads. There's more Custom Sonics, decent sampler pack. There was another one that was around that time. He put together a pack, impulse responses for reverbs. But there was one where he put together famous kind of sounds. There's a claps instrument. If you want the clap, this is where to come. But then he did an instrument where it was like famous synthesizer sounds, which was really cool. So thank you for all of your contributions, and thank you for that piece of music. It was great, wonderful. Thank you very much once again.
Yeah, very good.
Yay!
Right, let's see, what have we got going on here? We've got a few things. We are 25 minutes before the end of the show, and I think we should talk about this. This is interesting. We don't need to dwell on this too long because we haven't really got like full specs, but this is Tembo.
Musical drafts.
It is, yeah, it's musical checkers. So you kind of got this grid-like sequencer thing and these little magnetic wooden chips that you place and you put your beat and you can move them around, and apparently it looks like you could twist them and they did something. There's some effects built in there. You can sample into it. And it's made. It looks like it's made entirely out of wood, which is also rather cool. We don't have any detailed information in terms of pricing of this because it's going to go on to, is it Kickstarter? One of those crowdfunding things. Let me just share the webpage. Here it is. So you can go in and reserve your Tembo for early access, launch updates, and their best prices. Currently, there's nearly 22,000 people signed up for this. So it's clearly pressing some buttons.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it looks cute.
It does.
And I don't know how practical or useful it might be. But I think something like this that is just simple, straightforward, and immediately rewarding is good for everyone because, you know, get kids involved in doing this kind of thing.
That's exactly where my thought process was with that. It's sort of kid friendly, isn't it, really?
But also, you could sit in the corner of the room and you can just play around. And it is kind of hipstery, but who cares? It looks like it's a lot of fun and very, very simple.
Yeah.
And it does look very well built. I have to say, it's a pretty looking thing. You go over to the website, it's musicalbeings.com, and there's loads more information there, and some testimonials from various people. But it does look a great thing. Who here might buy one of those? We don't know the price.
No, that's the thing.
Forget the price. If it was within your budget, would you buy one? Kent, I haven't heard from you for ages, so prove that you're alive.
He can't have one because Lily will nick all the bits.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this would be a great way to teach your cat how to play music, wouldn't it, really? I mean, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know about, I mean, you couldn't put one of these very near an emulator to wipe all the bloody discs. It's it's a clever idea. I like it. It's nice and compact. Yeah, I think it's brilliant. It reminds me of like when Roland's SH-101 first hit the market, where people were going, SH-101, bit of a toy in it, and then later on it was discovered, no, it's not.
Yeah.
And you look at this, and go, it looks like a toy, but you go, actually, no, I don't think it is. Actually,
many toy-like instruments have
turned out
to be desirable.
VL, you can get a VL1 to go to number one in the charts. You know,
Omnichord.
Yeah, the Omnichord's a big one, isn't it?
Yeah.
But I like the idea that you've got these, little drafts pieces basically, and shift them around and do stuff. I mean, seems to be no rules as such to it at all.
No.
I think it's a clever little piece of kit. Would I have one? Probably not.
I mean, I don't.
But only because it doesn't suit what I do. So
yeah.
But other than that, I think that's a very, very clever little piece of kit, actually.
Yeah, I think the thing with this is that it ticks a whole bunch of boxes. So it ticks the box of the curious musician. It ticks the box of getting kids on board. It ticks the box of being a cool piece of furniture to have in one's front room when one has dinner guests over. Oh, look, it appeals.
Science centres, things like that, Rob, would jump all over that, you know.
Stuff.
Yeah, educational things. Huge.
I don't think inside there's a huge amount of complex stuff going on, apart from maybe the way that the triggers happen. For what I understand, what it looks like, there's obviously some sort of magnet within inside these metal discs. And then there's a contact, and so there's positional sensors and stuff. That's probably the most complex thing. Other than that, it's a sampler with some sounds loaded in, and you can put your own sounds. And there's a small effects processor. All of that can be done on a Raspberry Pi. I wouldn't be at all surprised if inside this is a Pi or Pi-like engine.
If there's a rotational element in these,
that I wasn't sure.
It would. It's possible if the magnet.
Cool if it
is that the magnet is actually just a little thin strip inside, so that a sensor could pick up its rotation.
Rotation, yeah.
Yeah, It might be simply a case of like you put it on different squares to get it to do different kind of functions.
It might just be the way I looked at when I watched the video. I'm sure I saw. I'm not going to play it again, but have a look and tell me if I'm right or wrong. But I'm sure I saw one of the people playing it go like that with one of those things. So yeah, it would be interesting if you could change the timbre of the sound or open the filter by doing that. I don't know.
Yeah.
But it looks a very, very straightforward, kind of simple design.
Carpenters would have loved it, eh?
I know, right? Yeah, badum-tish.
And you can do random patches if you just sort of like smack it one on the side.
Yeah.
And you get a whole new sound.
Or you can just stand above it and just drop the sensors on.
Yeah. And see what you get.
Comes.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
That's good. I do like physical interaction with things, and this is great. It gets kids away from screens as well. Which
yes.
So
it's a shame there isn't a price there.
Yeah. Well, we'll find out in about 4.5 days.
Yeah.
So we'll see, and we'll come back to this. We'll see what it's like. There is a features demo there. If you go to their website or their YouTube page, there's some extra stuff there. But at the moment, I don't believe. Let's just click the reserve now. So no, you just get to put your email in, and there's no further information. But it is happening on Kickstarter.
Yeah.
So I will put my email in there just simply to get the information. But I kind of like that. Let me just.
I do work from time to time with a group of neurodivergent kids who, well, young people. They're not kids; they're young people. And this, first of all, is perfect for them. It's tactile, it's simple, they can play, they can achieve, they can make something with this really simply. It's freaking brilliant for that.
I think so, yeah. I completely agree, Andrew.
But also, you said, dinner party. Do you know what? I get together with people all the time that would love to play music, but they find this kind of stuff intimidating.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And for me, the idea of getting people involved in music who otherwise aren't because they don't feel it's something they could learn, this is perfect for this. So I don't know if I'll be buying one for me, but I've put my name down already. I'm certainly going to be seeing if I can get some funding to introduce this to some of these kids I've been working, or these young people I've been working with, for whom this kind of tactility and being able to just move things around and see what happens, twist knobs, what happens next, is perfect. I think this is a really, really good product.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
It would have them so engaged.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll probably find me not alone.
It's also very visual as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's that visual thing as well, which is
yes.
It looks like they've actually managed to get some sort of backlighting under the wood as well. Is that you can see that just under the first row?
Yeah, so that counts through your sequence of steps, and it does move across.
Very clever.
Yeah,
it's very, very clever.
Yeah, I like it.
We'll come back to Tembo. We like that.
It'll be easy to remember the patches, wouldn't it?
Exactly.
Just put the little crosses and the squares on a bit of paper.
Yeah. But hopefully next week we'll have a clearer idea of what that is.
Yeah.
Let's move swiftly along. I'm going to do this now because I don't want to drop it at the end of the show, and that is this guy. We got very excited when it was announced that Sam Battle, aka Look Mum No Computer, was announced as the United Kingdom's entry into the 2026 Eurovision Song Contest. The track is out. It came out today. I'd love to play it, but we will probably get a big copyright slap. So I'm not going to. But there it is. The video is hilarious. It's good fun. It's typical Look Mum No Computer. And the song is a banger.
Yeah,
it's an absolute banger.
I like it.
It's catchy. It's got a great hook. It's got the whole Euro pop sensibility, but it's also got a very British thing to it. It ticks all of the right boxes, as Florian would say. Kent, you like this?
Oh, I haven't heard it yet.
What?
What have you been doing all day?
Yeah,
Working on the studio. Thank you very much.
You could have this going in the background. 5 minutes.
No. The computer's been off. I've been doing things.
You don't need a computer. It's look, mum, no computer.
I see what you.
Well, that's where I've been going wrong there.
All right, let's move down. Scott, I know you like this.
I was very pleasantly surprised. I knew he would do something good, but I was a little bit scared that he would go too commercial with it because it was. But yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. It's one of those ones. It's definitely. I'm not a massive Eurovision fan at all. It's not something I've never really been that into. But I sort of keep a quiet ear on it in the background, and I do think this will have us in for a shot this year for sure.
I think so.
It's been very cleverly. But the Euro aspects of the sound, albeit that he's kept it British, and then he's got German language in it, and it's just going to appeal to so many people.
And it's got kind of silly lyrics, but it's also got there's some subtle stuff in there. But yeah, it's just brilliant. It's like eins, zwei, drei, I want something salty on a slice of pepperoni. I mean, it's perfect.
Yeah.
Absolutely perfect. And as I say these words, I've got a voice I can hear, not actually hear, but in my head I can hear being shouted at me by a certain friend of ours who really doesn't like this, but we won't go there. But what I was worried that when this was going to happen, that he might be forced. I don't think he'd want to. But
it doesn't look that way at all, does it?
To tone down his whole shtick, but he hasn't. He's just gone balls out.
Yeah.
As you can see here, he's got the. I so hope that this is all on stage with him, even if it's not doing anything.
Oh, it's got to be.
But it's just flashy lights. I hope that this is all there. Yeah. I hope the Mini's on stage with its wings and everything. Where is that in here? That's I'm just going to show stills. Now, there's
right
a bit,
oh, there it is. There we go.
There, look at that.
If you watch his channel, he's just bought a Meteor engine, hasn't he? A Rolls-Royce Meteor from a tank. Yeah. So what he's going to do with that, I don't know. But he's great. I think he's fantastic. I really do.
It is. It's great. It's great stuff. And the video is just this mashup of you've got these crazy things with TVs on the heads with chattering teeth for mouths. It's bonkers. It's brilliant. Yeah. Listen, I know Sam probably doesn't even watch our show, but we wish him the best of luck.
Yeah, good luck, Sam.
He was on the stand.
I think about sending him a T-shirt or something to stitch on his boiler suit.
Yeah.
Do you know, cool. I'm working on a demo at the moment for a particular sound bank that's coming out. A new synth, etc. And the problem you always have with these things is you need to fit a particular brief so that you show things off, and it's a very specific task you have to do. And then I heard this, and I just thought, I really thought long and hard about this. I used to do a lot of production and writing. If I was asked to do a Euro thing, I wouldn't have come even within a tenth of as good as this. He's just done an incredible job. He's nailed it. I mean, really, really nailed it. And I think this stands probably the best chance of any song we've heard for years of actually doing something. He's very clever. Self-deprecating.
The politics out of it. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Well, this is it. Can I be the testicles and the trifle here? Right.
Go on, then.
But
no, it was the custard, not the trifle.
Honest to God, this is Eurovision.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and
this is really, 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 really good, right? From what I've been hearing from everybody else, and it won't matter a jot if there's some political bloody thing going on in the background that nobody knows about. Yeah. And that will be sad.
But if
that occurred.
The good thing about Eurovision in recent years is that the vote is now split between the panels, the jury from each country, and then there's also the public vote where the public actually sit down.
Well, that helps. That'll help no end. Yeah,
and does do a lot in Europe.
Yeah,
because I think this has a lot of appeal. It seems to be ticking a lot of boxes.
A couple of our previous entries in very recent years, at least one of which, Ollie Alexander, lead singer of Years and Years, very popular act all around the world, got 0 points after the judges. And it was only the public vote that actually saved them the embarrassment of a complete nil point. So
but I think they've also done a lot of work, haven't they? Certain countries have have, from
Allegedly.
time to time, been involved in, should we say, rigging the vote. That's now, they've put in place things to try and mitigate that as much as they can. So it's probably going to be a fairer contest this year than it's been for a while.
But when you look at the previous acts that have done very well, they've been very popular and scored highly, not necessarily won, but scored highly. This, as Florian says, it ticks all the boxes.
It's an anthem.
It's got the hook, it's got the catch, it's got the thing that everybody, the Eins, zwei, drei bit is just brilliant. That's your vocal hook that the whole crowd will be singing and pumping their fists in the air to.
They will.
It's simple, it's clever, it's got great silly lyrics, but also some not so silly lyrics, and it's just got him in it, and he's so infectiously fun. I really do think this is going to do well, and I've actually put a bet on with our mutual friend, and I've put a financial bet on. I do not bet, but I have this time because I'm certain he's going to win. I'm certain he's going to win, and he does, as Carl says in the chat there. He does deserve this. He deserves all the fame and the recognition and the good stuff that will hopefully come his way.
Yeah,
and hopefully he'll just carry on doing what he does. That's the one thing I'm a little worried about, that this might send him off on a trajectory. But don't we all feel incredibly seen when he's going to be on the stage in front of the entirety of Europe and
getting
beyond?
represented for a change?
We are seen, and it's because of him.
Do you feel represented because of the modular, Robbie?
No, I feel represented because
big hairy square heads.
Square heads and chatty. Yeah, that's exactly it.
But it's our community being represented, isn't it?
I was trying to gear spot as well, and there's a lot of this is custom stuff, but is that a Circlon sequencer on the right hand side there? Is that the Circlon? I can't remember now. And that looks like a beat step.
Yeah, you got a beat step there, and you got a couple of MS10s at the front.
So much of this is his own.
He made it all himself.
Yeah. In fact, apparently he came up with a song just by messing around with it, and yeah, it's great. Love it. And the video is on his channel. Look, Mum No Computer. It's the talk of the town, certainly here in the UK. Please do go and support him. And if you watch Eurovision and you're able to vote, then I think if our community got together, all voted.
Yeah.
Yeah, Beat Step Pro on the left, somebody's saying. Yeah, there probably is. Yeah. So
he will probably get huge support as well from places like Germany, France,
Germany. The Germans don't vote for this, Yeah.
Yeah,
absolutely. But apparently he tours a lot in Germany, and this was he came up with the title when he was trying to lift something heavy in his studio or in the museum, and he did that. Before you lift something, you go 1, 2, 3. He went Eins, zwei, drei, and then somebody said, "That's the title. That's the title for the song right there." Yep, great stuff. Sam, best of luck. We can't wait to see what you do, and we hope you do fantastic.
Good luck, Sam.
Go, Sam.
And I just as a thing, because I was showing my missus, and I said, "Well, I sort of know him. I don't, we're not friends or anything."
He was on the stand next to us, wasn't it? 2024 with the emulators.
He was, and he and I have also appeared on Sonic State together, and she couldn't believe it when I put the screenshot up of me and Sam on the screen. She was like, "Oh my god!" So I've won some.
And Steve Davis.
Well. And Steve Davis, I know. I get all of them. We've done Tembo. Let's just very quickly, we've got like 5 or 6 minutes left. There was an update to the Syntact, the Electron Syntact, which is giving it sampling, which is very interesting, but we haven't got time to cover that. But James Dyson did a video a few days ago on his channel streaming, and it does sound very good. And he was pointing out that he reckons that you could actually load a bunch of different waveforms in and almost like scan through them like a wavetable, and that sounded quite interesting. And it's a free update. It's a free update, and this thing was not supposed to have sampling, and now it's got it. And so cool. Yeah. But of course, 3 days ago it was the 3rd of March, and that meant that it was 303 Day, and Michigan Soundworks announced this. It's not in stock at the moment, but you can build your own 303 kit. and yeah, I thought it was very good. You can go and order that now from the MichiganSoundworks.com website if you want to build your own 303. I wouldn't mind doing that, actually, if I could master my soldering skills. But I just wondered what we all thought about the enduring thing about the 303. Why still today in 2026 do we still, or some of us still, get a little bit excited, and we do kind of like the sound of a 303 that was never destined to be what it became?
It's tactile. I mean, there's something about the sound which you feel it rather than just hear it. It's a very that squelchy sound is kind of it feels there's something about it which is incredibly tactile. It's a great machine.
And it's just weird, isn't it, that this machine was designed to be a bass accompaniment machine for guitarists or little keyboard players that only just the one of them. This is long before we had all sorts of wonderful.
It was a complete flop as well.
Yeah, absolutely. It wasn't even on sale for much more than a year, I don't think. Along with the 606 drum machine.
606 companion, wasn't it?
Yeah. And then they all got kind of tossed away, and then praise Jeebus, some young people got hold of this because it was dirt cheap or free and started actually going, well, what happens if you do this, and just using it in a way that, because they didn't have any instruction manuals, I'm sure they couldn't go online to find them because online really didn't kind of exist, and they just start making, wow, that's a thing, that's cool, make these kind of squelchy weird noises, and it was never designed to do any of that stuff.
Oh no.
But it
And
did.
the first person that put it through distortion must have just went, holy.
Yeah.
The first person to turn the tempo up. I mean, because it was originally designed with dom 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 dom.
Yeah.
And then resonance. Wow, wow.
I think also the fact that programming a little tune on it is not an easy thing to do. It's not a very intuitive interface. So it's almost like, how many people just kind of went like that across the keyboard? And, yeah, that sounds good, and just happy accidents, and that's always a good thing. Kent, I mean, you love the 303, don't you?
I hate them. Fucking things with a passion. Bastard things. Basically.
Say what you mean.
But in the right hands, listen to Tin Dorney with Republica's first album. It's all over that. It is brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think it's coming from a different angle, because I'm coming from a different angle.
You're just thinking.
Which is preferably from behind with a baseball bat. And it's, working on them, it's like, it's just a scourge of my bloody life. But they are so, they're just so incredibly expressive without actually having anything in them that is expressive, but yet they are expressive.
Yeah. And nowadays you can pick one up in the form of a Behringer TD3.
Which is very good.
It's very good. Yeah.
Very good. I've got one. I bought one, the little yellow acid one. Got it secondhand off of Facebook. And I sit there doing that. But I also programmed, what was the first chart song in the UK to feature a 303?
Oh, gosh.
One of Heaven 17 one, was it?
If you ask Martin Ware, he'll say yes.
Yeah.
But I think that Orange Juice's Rip It Up slightly preceded it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and that was the first patch or sequence that I put on my TD3 was the Rip It Up riff, which goes all the way through the song.
Yeah.
And it's very squelchy as well, and yet we didn't cotton on to that kind of idea till like 7 years later or something. Yeah.
And the thing is, it was probably the first widely pirated and therefore available software synths out there, and everyone was using it in Reason and wherever else they could. It just became ubiquitous, and so that's become part of the consciousness. It's now part of our.
And the funny thing is, Rebirth, which was the Propelheads project.
It was very good as well.
That was amazing.
Very good. That now has a similar sort of status. There are people that keep old computers just to run that. I've got it. I think I've got it on one of my old iPads because they brought out an iPad version of it.
I have that running on XP,
yeah.
On the Vampire, yeah.
So you can still, and Propellerhead themselves, or they're called Reason Studios now, but Propellerhead did actually set up a website called the Rebirth Museum or something, and they made it all available for free. Some years after it had been discontinued, but then unfortunately Roland, who had turned a blind eye to it, eventually said, "Can you stop?" And they had to stop, and that's why we don't have it anymore.
Yeah.
And I'd still love, them to get permission to do Rebirth in Reason. So there was a Rebirth instrument in there, but
I have an original 303 next door in the office. Not mine, obviously. But yeah, I think it was 3,600 quid the guy paid for it.
What?
Yeah,
Jesus.
they went up that high. They went up that
Bloody
high.
hell.
Once the clones happened, prices have dropped. I mean, now you can go out and buy a clone one, and you can't even tell the difference between the clone now and an original. Well, unless you open it up.
But they started making clones in the 90s. Like I remember there was the Freebase 303, which was
that's right.
Rat Mount.
Yeah.
And there were others, I think. Did Joe Mox do one? Or there was something.
Yeah, Joe Moxley thing. Yeah.
They did stuff. And
of course, the
There
base
was
station.
Cyclone done one as well, didn't there? There was the
that was a little bit
Cyclone.
later, yeah. But even with those out there, the originals still command a fairly decent price. It's
So coming back to the actual unit which we're talking about here, which is the whatever it is, the LRB 303. They're asking 499 without the case.
383
So-
without the case, yeah.
It's kind of it's a lot of money.
But
It's a lot of money,
compared
especially
to-
when you can get the
Well, yes.
Was that the Spider?
Yeah, it looked
Yeah.
like it.
the sequencer.
The thing you used to have to put sellotape over the play button so it would loop.
Yeah.
Yes, blue tack.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, but you see, the thing is, I mean, I often get 303s coming into for one thing or another, and I love it when you get one, and where the filter and the resonance controls are, there is no paint left. It's been rubbed off by knuckles. Honestly, God, and it's just this little yellowy plastic, just, and that's all you can see. It's just unreal. It really is.
Well used.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I just find it incredible that all these years later. I mean, it's what 40
plus.
Because it was it 82?
It's 82 when it's
82.
92.
I remember seeing them in like 1-2 testing or E&M.
About 34 years. Yeah.
And were they 250 quid new, weren't they?
No, 163.
163.
They were 100.
Oh, look
And
at that.
TR 606 was 150. It was 169, and the TB303 was 163.
Right.
And everybody back then was saying, doesn't sound anything like a bass guitar.
Yeah, doesn't sound like a bass guitar.
Yeah. I remember because my mate bought one. He bought one from Bootleg Music in Epsom, and he bought it round here. And he says, all right, I'll play this and you play along. I went, okay. And it was just going, and he had it after about, he's going through the book and everything. And after about an hour, he goes, right, here we go. And he went, doom, 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 doom. He goes, yeah, like this. He's going, yeah, like that.
And a whole genre of music, like 6
Oh, wow.
years later.
Yeah.
Then you go
Just
spoil it all.
I mean, there was
by
this.
saying
There was,
something
as
stupid.
Probe says, everyone wanted a 101, a 303, and an 808, or a 909,
An MC202.
or a 202. Yeah, so
I love the
You could
202.
swap the 202 or the 101 because they were essentially the same engine in there.
Yeah. But you got that
It was,
kick-ass sequencer that you had to load up with tapes.
and then there was, of course,
With
there was this
cassettes.
whole. Wasn't just the clones, the hardware clones back then, but there were also all of the other machines that started to come out that were all sample based, like the Roland MCs that came out, which was kind of made to look after those, and Yamaha did the RM1Xs, and everyone had a box that did squelchy bass sounds, but it wasn't quite the same. But
nothing
still
ever quite
to this
got
day, it's amazing.
Nothing ever quite got the portmanteau the same either. Portmanteau
No, it had this
quite
kind of unique circuitry in there.
Yeah,
very clever stuff.
Well, it did give. I don't think anybody else was doing it at the time. Where you could have a, you have the TV303 dramatics, or maybe a TR8, a TR808, but mainly those two silvery ones. And for the first time, really, you could link them and having them syncing.
Yeah.
And conveniently and tidily. For the first time, because 9 times out of 10 you've got a drum machine, analog drum machine, and it won't sync with anything.
Yeah.
You know, and suddenly you had this thing where everything would sync up, and you could see these to the synths and everything like that, and it was like, hello, we've got this whole little thing going on suddenly.
Pre-MIDI,
yeah,
all good stuff. Yeah, well, we'll see if it's here in another 44 something years time, but every we're just now we've got to wait.
Depends
for
on how long my baseball bats last out.
Yeah. Well, for August the 8th, June the 6th, September the 9th, and we'll have all of those days again. It's interesting that they still have a following. Anyway, gentlemen, thank you very much. We've slightly run over, which is it's not a bad thing. There we go. That's another week in the can. 2 more weeks till Synth Southwest, so please let me just remind you once again, if you want to buy tickets to the show, there they are. That's the website there, www.synthsouthwest.com. It's £10 for the daytime, or £10 for the evening, or £18 for both. And we now have Gaz Williams and Steve Davis, presented by Rack Records, headlining our show, stepping in where Dave Bessel was and unfortunately isn't able to do it now. We've also got Ty Unwin, we've got Peter opening the show as well, and of course Dr. Mike Metley doing whatever Dr. Mike is going to be doing. So please come and buy tickets. There'll be loads of goodies for you to buy, potential chance of winning hundreds of dollars worth of
prizes,
software.
definitely.
Yeah, really good prizes. Huge thanks to Cherry, everyone over there. And huge thanks to you, Pete, for doing all the hard work. Seeing as you're down there, it's very good, and can't wait to get there and do it. It's just going to be a lot of fun.
Forward to it. Yeah.
Thank you again. Thank you, Scott. Good to see you. We need to let you go because you've got volume 3 of the Polyroot 12 library to finish.
Yeah, off you go. Go on.
Chop, chop.
Off you go. Hop to it.
Yeah, but when you're ready, seriously.
No, now.
Love to Mrs. McAuley and her poorly arm. So that was not. But at least she's okay. That's all good.
Yeah, that's the main thing.
Anybody else doing anything interesting this weekend?
Good God, no.
Just put our feet up.
Practicing my chops.
Oh yes, of course. Yeah. I thought I might have to break something out if we didn't get something in for the last bit. No, it's not good. Cool. Excellent stuff. Well, I hope that everyone that's watching has had an enjoyable couple of hours. I know we have. And we're here. We do it every week, every Friday night at 7 p.m. UK. Oh, and thank you very much indeed, Steve Elbows. For some weird reason, but it's America, and we love America, and we love the people in it. But they've decided to put their clocks forward 3 weeks before everybody else. It's normally a week, but for some reason they've gone 3. It's to do with the fact that it has to be the second Sunday in the month. And because the 1st of March was a Sunday, the second Sunday is the 8th. And so they're putting their clocks forward. So if you are over there in the USA or anywhere in North America that is changing your clocks this Sunday and putting them an hour forward, if you don't want to miss the show or miss half of the show, I can't remember how it works now, then the best way to do it is to subscribe to the channel and then hit the notifications button, and then you will be told of the time in your new time zone, which will work for you until, of course, we, the rest of the world, that is, catch up and put our clocks forward at the end of March. So just a shout out to anyone that's watching now or is watching on catch up over the next few days. If you are in that part of the world where you're putting the clocks forward on the 8th of March, be aware that the show will start an hour. Is it earlier? Oh, I can't. But basically, there's an hour going around there somewhere. So please do remember. And they say the best way to do it is to hit that subscribe button. So there we go. Also, I need to say a very quick thank you to wonderful Matt Evans. He put this towards an air duster for Kent's hydrogen. Thank you very much. Another one from Steve for Kent's new modular device and patch cables. And Scott McAuley with the very appropriate 303 for the 303 day. Lovely. Thank you very much indeed. Much appreciated to all of you. Thank you very much for watching. We will be back same time, same place next week. I don't know if we've got a guest, but we will be getting quite edgy because we'll then be a week away from Synth Southwest. And then in 2 weeks' time, we're doing the show live from the venue, not whilst it's open. There'll just be a few select people there. But we'll be in the venue and hoping that the Wi-Fi stands up and all the stuff works. We hope that that's going to happen. So there we go. That's everything there. We will see you again next week. Take care, everyone. Have a fantastic weekend. And go and watch all the other synth shows because there's loads of them. Too many to mention. They're all good. See you all soon. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye.